Good morning. Today is Wednesday, August 3rd, and my name is Steve Chamberlain. I'm the interim superintendent of SAU 39, and what a pleasure it is to be here today. This morning, I'm looking out at the playground at Clark School, and it's a wonderful playground. Again, if you haven't had a chance to come visit the playgrounds this summer, hope you get a chance to. Last week, I had a chance to do one of the things I really love to do, and that is to read to youngsters as part of the extended school year program. I was invited and had a great pleasure reading to the youngsters. The theme of the week was camping, so I get a chance to read Shel Silverstein's The Giving Tree, which is a piece of joy for me. I was first turned on to The Giving Tree as a camper at YMCA Camp Belknap, if anybody in Amherst knows that camp, and then I became a counselor and continued the tradition of reading The Giving Tree as a counselor at Camp Belknap as well. One of the items that I've tried to do or set priorities is trying to spend our time with on activities or projects or areas that have the highest return of learning. And reading is one of those areas for me. One of my biases or one of my experiences is I probably have too much of my work informed about my experience as a dad or as an assistant principal and principal in my experience. As an assistant principal at Hopkinton Middle and High Schools, I was the administrator at an awful lot of special education meetings. And one of the trends early in my career, about 25 years ago, was reading. Reading was a real struggle for youngsters at the secondary school who were involved in the special education process. And just how difficult it was to get reading back on track at the secondary level. We established some reading specialists there, as we do at Sauhegan, but in order to provide additional reading time at the secondary level, it usually comes at a cost. And that's what's a real struggle, because we want, of course, students to have the unified arts experience or world language experience. And also as a dad, I got the call as a dad, early elementary school, my son struggled in reading. And I got the call and met with the team, and we figured out a plan. And it really was the school and the family working together, making sure that I was emphasizing reading at home. And back then, that's when I had to turn the Big Bang off, the Big Bang Theory, and spend time reading with my son. Eventually, he found a series which connected to him, and a lot of help with the team at school and family. We got him back on track in reading. But one of the things I've been very privileged to do is work with extraordinary educators here at SAU 39 as we focus on reading and trying to review our reading results and make sure that we're doing everything we can to have our youngsters identify as a reader early. The research shows we want all students, as many as possible, to identify as a reader by 4th grade. And to do that, we need to do some increasing time at the early elementary school, which is a lot more efficient and a lot more flexible than secondary, as I spoke before. But please know, this work on reading is an exceptional joy for me. I work with extraordinary people who understand reading. We're reviewing our practices and making sure that we do everything we can so our students identify themselves as reading as early as possible. Hope you have a great week. The weekend, it's turned to August, and we'll talk more about preparation for school next week. But again, privileged to be here. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of the week and great weekend, and please take care.